welcome to Mic'd Up Morgantown, the official podcast of Morgantown, West Virginia. I'm your host, Brad Riffee, and we're thrilled to have you. So why a podcast? We know that local government can sometimes feel distant or complicated, and our goal with Mic'd Up Morgantown is to change that. Today, we're starting things off with a very special guest, our city manager, Jamie Miller. Jamie, welcome.
Thank you, Brad. Happy to be here and happy to be in Morgantown.
Well, we're happy to have you on the show. And we're just going to jump right in. We have a few questions to help our listeners get to know you and understand your role in the city. So could you describe what you do?
So running the city is about coordinating a lot of moving parts and partners. We have public safety, infrastructure, maintenance, finance, economic development, the day-to-day operations. So most people see the outcomes. They see the safe streets, they see the roads, they see the great parks, but what they don't often see is the people that work and are dedicated to make those things run smoothly. So as a city manager, my role is to implement council direction that is set by our city council and to oversee those daily operations. We manage our budgets, so we make sure departments are running smoothly and successfully and are aligned and accountable. But one of the other things I see as my role is there to remove barriers so our people can be the most successful, not only for today, but for the future of Morgantown as well.
Great. Well, there's certainly a lot that goes into running a city. So could you maybe highlight some of the top priorities right now?
Sure, absolutely. One of the items that we always keep top of mind is fiscal sustainability. We want to be thoughtful, we want to be disciplined with our budget, especially in tight, constrained budget times. We also are focused on our infrastructure investment, making sure our infrastructure is ready not only for today, but how we can make it last for the next several years. So we do that through planning, development of long-term plans, making plans and making sure that we're analyzing which infrastructure needs repaired at what time and being very thoughtful about those process. We also focus on areas of public safety, quality of life, redevelopment and economic development. And then one of the things that I value the most is strengthening our collaboration and our partnerships throughout the community.
And that quality of service you mentioned, that quality of service is built into everything that we do and provide all of the services that are offered through the city of Morgantown. Can you maybe highlight an initiative that you're especially proud of?
Sure, absolutely. I think we certainly have great projects always going on. We're doing some improvements to our facilities, whether it's our public works facility or we're building a new fire station. We've got the Flegal Reservoir project coming online. So we always have great, big, exciting projects but to your point, it really is the quality of those services day to day that I'm most proud of. I really believe the success and strength in a local government is providing those services consistently, reliably, and in a high quality fashion. So that is one of the things that I am most proud of is the day-to-day operations that our team brings to the table to ensure that's a quality of life for every citizen of Morgantown.
Right, and that quality, that's where we interact with the community, right? That quality meets our people. So it's very important to note that, and it's something that we're proud of too as employees with the city. Something that we take very seriously. So we share that same enthusiasm for the quality of work that we provide to our community. How would the city work with local businesses and maybe community organizations to enhance that quality of service?
Sure, I think the city doesn't operate in a silo. The success of Morgantown is not just the city and what the city does, but it is through those partnerships. So certainly we have formal partnerships with businesses or local organizations, whether that's through funding arrangements or we have several employees or council members that sit on boards of agencies that help for the quality of the overall community. But one of the areas that we really lean into is we need to be responsive, we need to be accessible, we need to listen to what the community needs and work to address those problems. And so the goal is always to get out there and say, how do we get into the community? I think that's a perfect example of some of the information that we're doing here with the podcast is how do we get out, how do we communicate, how do we engage so that we can get feedback, so we can get information and understand the priorities of the businesses, the citizens, because together is really how we will make that impact.
Sure. And with running a municipality, we have success, right? We have challenges. And you said it perfectly. We lean into those and we figure out how we can work with folks, organizations, residents to address those challenges per se. Uh, what current challenges are we looking at right now?
Sure. I think that we're faced with challenges every day. Some of them are how we just make it to the next day. Some of them are really big
Sure.
picture and uh, workforce and attainability and housing. And those are all things that we drive towards. But I would say right now, our big focus and one of the challenges that we are working through is some of those fiscal sustainability measures. We just wrapped up going through our budget process, and it is a challenging year where we are dedicated to aligning the revenues coming in with the expenses. And so we've had to take some really tough looks at what we do, how we do it, to ensure that quality of service really stays top of mind. We want to make sure that we are prioritizing continuing that service, continuing to develop and provide high quality public safety and infrastructure and those services that our citizens not only demand, but they expect those and they deserve them as well.
In talking about our residents, a municipality doesn't function without our residents, right? They're
That's
a
right.
part of almost every process that we have. Uh, how can folks get involved in city government? How can they affect positive change in their community by interacting with their local government?
We love when folks get involved and interact. So there's a lot of opportunities. They can certainly come to council meetings. If you're not able to come, we stream it online so you can still stay informed and engaged. We put a lot of quality information out, whether that's through social media or through press releases. We have a close relationship with the media as well to make sure that they are aware of what's going on in our organization. We have lots of boards and commissions that we have people who are looking to get involved and to sit on some of those boards and help provide guidance in some of the decision making that we do so that we hear a broader perspective. The more people that we bring to the table, the better decisions we can make. Beyond that, there's a lot of volunteer opportunities, and those aren't just ran by the city. I think there's a number of quality organizations throughout the community that you can volunteer that do wonderful things in our community that touch the city that we engage with as well. What you can also do is just contact us directly. We are happy. We love to just sit down and talk to citizens and hear what their experience is. So whether that's our elected officials, whether that's staff, that direct engagement, that constructive dialogue, we love to hear it.
And this is what the podcast is about. We're inviting listeners to engage in that and in those activities, those opportunities. This wraps up this episode of Mic'd Up Morgantown. Stay tuned to see who gets mic'd up next. Thank you. What would you like to know about the city of Morgantown? Send in your questions to Mic'd Up Morgantown and make sure to follow us on all social media.